guys. Way to go. Keep it going. Good job, guys. All right, Paul, I see you. All right, Carl. Finish on. Coach Carl.
Great job, guys.
Hey there, it's Coach Curl here from the Today's Leader podcast. Welcome to Monday Mentoring.
The Coach Curl podcast is brought to you by Think and Grow Business, the home of the Think and Grow Business Mastermind. If you're serious about growing your business, get serious and join a mastermind group today. Find out more at thinkandgrowbusiness.com.au.
Hey there, it's Coach Curl here and welcome to Monday Mentoring. Now, as you may know, I've been working with a group of people since the beginning of the year on the Conquer the Year strategy that we put together, that sessions and groups that we put together at the beginning of the year. And as you know, 2020's been a bit of a challenge. And during the time, we've seen some of our group stay incredibly focused on what it is that they've still got to achieve. Some have become a little bit waylaid and distracted, while others have reset their goals, but all are continuing in the program. Now, on my personal aspect, I started the year with the clear goals of running 2 marathons and completing 2 books. Now, in my group, I've had people writing their first book, and some are just about at that final edit stage, which is fantastic. Another one has completed their first online course. They've created a program for their business. Others have been focused on getting fit, losing weight. One other has started their own business. Congratulations, taken the jump from corporate career into their own business. And another one is embarking on some tertiary study to help them get ahead in their career, and that's been probably quite challenging as it's been a bit of a blended model that they weren't really expecting. But all up, we've had to remain agile as a group. We've been able to shift and adjust and move forward. Now, many of the coaching sessions in that particular group have revolved around managing our mindset as the complexity of the COVID crisis evolved all around us. Now, and this has been particularly relevant for myself. Now, the 2 marathons that my wife and I were supposed to have run this year, the first was Tokyo in March 2020. And on the day that today is the 6th of October, and in 2 days' time, we should have been heading off to the US, to Chicago, to run the Chicago Marathon this Sunday. Now, both of the marathons that we'd planned, and indeed in the case of Tokyo, were 80% through our training program, have been cancelled. Now, both of these things have happened outside of our control, but, you know, they happened. And with races pretty much extinguished for the average plotter like myself, the hope of actually completing 2 marathons was actually not looking great. And, you know, let's face it, 2020 is the year that, you know, even the most successful run event, the park run every Saturday held right around the world, has been closed down. So it was really looking like these 2 marathons was just not going to happen. But thankfully, we've got organisations that have been agile to survive as well. And on Sunday just gone, the London Marathon was held. Now, there was a series of elite events around a course in London, but importantly, they created the virtual London Marathon, which ended up being contested or completed by over 43,000 runners from 109 countries, of which Sharon and I were 2. So on Sunday, Sharon and I set out on our virtual London Marathon. We had the London Marathon app to time us and measure the distance, and it was brilliant. It was giving us updates every mile, bit hard to get used to here in Australia, running to the mile calendar as opposed to running to kilometres. But it was brilliant. It was giving us motivational stories, hints, tips around nutrition and hydration all the way through. So it was really a great experience. And even better was, along the way, we met two other runners that were actually running the virtual London Marathon. So who would have thought that in my tiny little part of the world here on the Redlands coast, that there was at least 4 people completing the virtual London Marathon. Now, we managed to register early enough, but we really didn't train. Sharon had some injuries, and ultimately the largest run that we'd had before the 42.2 kilometres we did on Sunday was a 14K the week before, which meant we were grossly underprepared. But our focus on the day was on completing the run, which we did. Now, the time was shithouse, but ultimately that didn't matter. We focused on the completion of the run. So sometimes we just have to get it done. Sometimes we just have to get it done. Making it happen means we have to make it happen. And if I really want to get something done, we have to get it done. A virtual marathon isn't the same as a marathon race, but it's still a marathon. We still get a medal, we still get a bib, and we're still able to enjoy it with so many people right around the world. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And so that's Marathon 1 done for the goals from 2020. By the way, our second one will be happening in just 4 weeks when we're competing in the virtual New York City Marathon, which once again is going to be an amazing event, no doubt. Now, we had the joy of being able to run the marathon, and I do say the joy of running the marathon in New York in 2018, so that was fantastic, and we're looking forward to the virtual marathon just as much. So while there's a way, let's make it happen. 2020 has been a bit of a shitstorm for most people in the world, but you make it what you want. So in a month, I'll have finished both of my marathons, quests, the goals that were set, and then it's going to be helter-skelter to try and knock these books over. Now, I'm a good portion of the way through both of my books because my mantra was 2 marathons, 2 books. And it's going to be a tight squeeze, but while there's still life in this old boy in 2020, I still think I can make it happen. So let's make 2020 happen. Let's understand and appreciate what we've gone through, but let's not lose sight of the goals that you set. Make it happen, 2020. And thanks for listening. I shall see you next week. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to our Monday mentoring session today. I hope it gives you momentum to reach out for your dreams. If you're looking for an extra boost, check out my online academy for access to over 75 programs to help you build a better mindset, enhance your leadership skills, and boost your business. You can trial it for just $1 for the first month at thecoachcurlacademy.com. Remember, wherever you are standing stronger, braver, and wiser. Have yourself a successful and a productive week. And remember the golden rule. Just don't be an arsehole. I'll see you next time.